On a scorching afternoon, the Buddha set out with his begging bowl, walking calmly toward a nearby village, just as he did every day. But something felt strange. There were no children playing, no shopkeepers calling out, no footsteps, no voices, only silence. The village stood empty. The Buddha paused. Where have all the people gone? He wondered. Continuing along the road toward the city, he soon found the answer. Crowds of frightened villagers rushed past him, their faces filled with fear. "Why are you all running?" the Buddha gently asked. A woman stopped for a moment and replied, "There is a dangerous robber named Angulimala. He terrorizes this land. Even the king's soldiers are afraid of him. We're fleeing to save our lives." The Buddha nodded thoughtfully. "A man who spreads such fear must be deeply lost," he said quietly. "Perhaps it is time I meet him." Far away, deep in the forest, Angulimala sat near his hideout. His eyes were wild. His body bore scars from years of violence. Around his neck hung a terrifying necklace, fingers taken from his victims. 99 of them. "One more," he muttered with a cruel smile. "One more, and my vow will be complete." At that moment, he noticed a lone figure walking peacefully along the forest path, unafraid, unhurried. Angulimala's eyes narrowed. "How dare he walk here without fear?" he snarled. "That man will be my final victim." Keying his sword, he charged forward. But something impossible happened. No matter how fast Angulimala ran, he could not catch up. Furious, he shouted, "Stop! Stand still!" The Buddha calmly turned around. "I have already stopped," he said gently. "It is you who has not." A gentle bell sounded. Angulimala froze. "What nonsense is this?" he roared. "I can see you walking." The Buddha replied, "I have stopped harming. I have stopped killing. But you cannot, because violence still controls you." These words struck deeper than any weapon. No one had ever spoken to him without fear. "Do you know who I am?" Angulimala screamed. "I am the most feared man in this land." The Buddha smiled softly. "I see only a man who is capable of becoming better." "Better?" Angulimala echoed, stunned. "Yes," said the Buddha. "The greatest adventure is not destroying others, it is transforming yourself." Pause. For the first time in many years, Angulimala felt something unfamiliar. Shame, regret, and a longing to change. Slowly, he dropped his sword, then his shield. They tumbled down the cliff below. "Will I truly find peace if I follow you?" he asked. The Buddha replied, "If you are brave enough to begin again." That night, Angulimala sat beside the Buddha and his followers beneath the open sky. They shared food. They spoke kindly. No one feared him. For the first time in his life, Angulimala felt accepted. At dawn, he removed the necklace of fingers and cast it away forever. He cut his hair, put on simple robes, and chose a new path. Weeks later, the king himself arrived, trembling with fear. "I came alone," the king admitted. "I did not want to attract Angulimala." The Buddha smiled.
What if I told you Angulimala no longer exists as you remember him? The king laughed nervously until he saw the man sitting peacefully beside the Buddha. Angulimala smiled. The king stepped back in shock, then bowed in relief. "Miracles do exist," he whispered. As the sun rose higher, Angulimala joined the Buddha once again, not as a robber, but as a seeker of truth. A man who once spread terror now walked the path of peace. Because even the darkest heart can change when met with compassion.